Greetings everyone. Today we are going to learn something very important in grammar. So do you understand what is the importance of grammar in our daily life and our speaking in English? So we are going to study the grammar. And in the grammar we are going to study specifically, guess what? I have told you yesterday. What is that? Yes, active and passive sentence. So we are going to study active sentence and passive sentence. We are going to know why we prefer passive voice and why we prefer active voice. And when we do prefer passive voice, what is the reason behind it? And secondly, we are going to study how to convert an active sentence into passive sentence. Very good. So, I have a sentence in my mind, such as she eat a cake. Okay? Yes. So let's change it. I write it like this one, like this. Someone eat a cake, but nobody is confessing that who ate. Yes. Okay? So, someone eat a cake. How we are going to change this sentence? First of all, tell me, is it active sentence or passive sentence? Active sentence. So, how did we know that? Because the doer of the action is being used as the subject. Doer of the action is being used as subject. And if we use the sentence like this, cake is eaten by someone. So, is it an active sentence or passive sentence?
Passive sentence.
Passive sentence. Why? Because the doer of the action is being used as an object. Well, so why do we use active sentence and why do we use passive sentence? Because at first sentence we were stressing the importance of the subject, and that was someone. For example, instead of someone we use Ali. So we were stressing on the importance of Ali, on the doer of the action. But when we are stressing on the importance of the object or the receiver of the action, we use the object at first of the sentence. Okay?
Yes.
So dear students, in today's lesson we are going to learn how to convert an active sentence into passive sentence. So before we begin our lesson for the day, I am going to tell you a story. Once upon a time, we were in a school and we were sitting in a staff room. So what happened? Someone broke the window of the staff room, and no one knows who did that. Principal came and asked everyone who did that. Sir John said, I was reading the papers. And Miss Sana said, I was making the tea. So no one was there to confess that who broke the window. And then they checked the security cameras of the school. And what we knew that it was a bird, a pigeon, who came like a rocket and broke the window. So the bird broke the window. So this is the sentence I was going to tell you through a story. The bird broke the window. This is a sentence. So we can also say this sentence like this. As some people were saying it like this. A window was broken by the bird. What have we learned from these two sentences? First is, the bird broke the window. Second is, a window was broken. What is the difference? The difference is the stress on the doer of the action. First, in the first sentence, we stressed on the importance of the bird. That bird broke the window. Then, at first, what we saw, window was broken. Sentence is same, but its formation is changed. So, first one was the active sentence, and the second one was the passive sentence. So, we are going to learn how we change the first sentence into the second sentence. For this, we are going to use a structurized method. we are going to see what is the structure of an active sentence and what is the structure of a passive sentence. So, for a active sentence, we use this structure: subject plus helping verb plus object. And in this active sentence, for subject we use subjective case. For object we use objective case. So, what happens when we change this active sentence into passive sentence? We change subject and object. We change subject into object and object into subject. So these both are exchanged together with each other. So object is changed into subjective case and subject is changed into subjective case. Okay. So the verb is always used as the third form. In this sentence, another thing is added, and that is verb. It is the carrier of the action. Verb is the carrier of the action. So, for passive voice, we have this structure to use. Okay?
Yes.
Object, helping verb, the third form of the verb. No matter what sentence, what tense it is, we are going to use the third form of the verb. And after that, we use verb and then subject. What is going to happen with the helping verb? Let me give you a simple formula. And what is that? That is, we are going to use the helping verb of indefinite sentence into continuous and the helping verb of continuous sentence into plus being. We are only going to add plus being with the existing helping verb. The helping verb which already exists, we are going to add plus being with that helping verb. And with perfect, we are going to use plus being. And with perfect continuous, there is no change in passive sentence. Okay? And with future continuous, there is no change in passive sentence. Getting that one right?
Yes.
Well, so let me repeat it. If the helping verb is of indefinite, we are going to change it into continuous. If the helping verb is of continuous, we are going to add plus being with the existing helping verb. Okay?
Yes.
And if the helping verb is perfect, we are going to add plus being with the existing helping verb. And if our helping verb is from perfect continuous or from future continuous, there is going to be no change. Understand?
Yes.
So, the problem of object and subject is cleared, verb is cleared, and helping verb is cleared through this structure. We are going to make the real change in the active sentence into passive sentence. So, what was our first sentence? Can you recall any sentence by your own mind which we should use on the whiteboard to convert from active to passive sentence?
Yes, sir.
What?
She eat an apple.
Very good. She eats an apple. So how we are going to change this sentence into passive voice? First of all, we have to recognize that it is the subject and that's an object and it is the verb. Okay? So verb of which tense? Indefinite. It is the present indefinite. So how we are going to change it? We are going to exchange the subject and object with each other. So, an apple is going to come on the place of she, and she is going to come on the place of an apple. What is the sentence there? Indefinite. So, we are going to change the helping verb into continuous. So, if it is indefinite, it should be changed into is. Very good. An apple is. What is the third form of eat? Eaten. An apple is eaten. After that, we have to use by she. Are we going to use the she verb? The objective case of the subject is going to be used. Okay? So, what is the objective case? That is her. Understand?
Yes.
So, after this, we are going to do a very simple activity, and I have prepared some slides for you, and I am going to call some sentences which will be active voice, and you would have to convert them into passive voice, and then you have to say it aloud. Okay?
Yes.
Got it? So the first sentence is She writes a letter. Very good. A letter is written by her. And the second sentence is he made a cake. Very good. And the third sentence is they will paint the house. Well done. The house will be painted by them. So dear students, this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. See you later.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.